Women often project an image of control, strong, independent, and seemingly unaffected by men. But the truth? Every woman, no matter how powerful she appears, has hidden triggers that can make her completely lose control around the right man. These aren't the obvious things you hear in mainstream dating advice. No, these are deep psychological triggers that can bypass logic and make a woman crave a man on a level she can't explain. Most men have no idea these weaknesses exist. They believe attraction is about looks, money, or status. But real attraction? It's psychological. Once you understand how to push the right buttons, women won't just want you. They'll feel drawn to you in a way they can't resist. The power of touch. A woman can resist words, but the right touch? It's a different game. Attraction isn't just mental, it's biological. No matter how independent she claims to be, a man who understands how to use touch can make her lose control. A study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that physical touch increases oxytocin levels in women, fostering trust, comfort, and most importantly, desire. That's why a woman might be indifferent to a man at first, but the moment he lightly touches her lower back as he guides her through a doorway, her thoughts begin to shift. It's subtle, it's primal, and it's often overlooked. A well-placed touch, on her wrist, the small of her back, or her knee, triggers an emotional response she can't ignore. But the key isn't constant touch, it's deliberate, controlled, and sparing. When a man teases her senses just enough, she starts craving more. Confident men use touch naturally. Think of the classic bad boy stereotype. He doesn't sit stiffly across from her at dinner. He lightly touches her hand while making a point, leans in when he speaks, and casually brushes her hair from her face. Suddenly, she's not just listening, she's feeling him. A woman might swear she's in control, but when a man understands how to use touch, she's already melting. The forbidden effect. If there's one universal truth about attraction, it's this: women want what they can't have. It's why a woman might ignore the guy who showers her with attention, but chase the one who keeps her guessing. It's why her interest spikes when another woman notices him. And it's why men who are slightly out of reach become addictive. Psychologist Robert Cialdini calls this the scarcity principle. The more unavailable something is, the more desirable it becomes. A man who's always available, she takes him for granted. A man who's unpredictable, she starts craving his attention. A man who might slip away, she fights to keep him. A guy who constantly chases a woman signals that he has nothing better to do. But a man with a full, exciting life, she respects him more. By being selective, he flips the script. Suddenly, she's the one trying to prove her worth to him. And if he's willing to walk away when necessary, she values him even more. The power of emotional contrast in attraction. Long-term relationships thrive on stability and predictability. But in the moment, emotional highs and lows create excitement. A relationship that feels too comfortable can lead to boredom. And when boredom sets in, people seek stimulation elsewhere. However, men who understand the power of emotional contrast rarely face this issue. Psychologists have found that dopamine spikes when emotions fluctuate between highs and lows. This is why unpredictability can be so captivating. While routine offers security, a sense of mystery fuels attraction. If a man is too predictable, a woman may start to pull away. But if he keeps her guessing, she becomes more engaged. Consider the relationships that hold the most intrigue. The man who disappears for a day and returns as if nothing happened. The one who makes her laugh one moment and challenges her the next. The man who isn't always easy to read. These men aren't playing mind games. They simply understand that too much comfort can dull attraction. As seduction expert Robert Greene put it, absence and presence must be carefully balanced. Too much presence and you become predictable. Too much absence and you lose your effect. A woman's emotions often guide her attraction more than logic. When a man creates excitement, unpredictability, and contrast, she becomes deeply invested. The influence of a man's voice. A woman's ears are as sensitive as her touch. The way a man speaks, his tone, depth, and pauses, subtly influences her perception of him. A deep, slow, and controlled voice isn't just attractive. It signals confidence, certainty, and authority, triggering an instinctive response. Research from the University of Aberdeen found that women are more attracted to men with lower-pitched voices, as they associate them with strength and reliability. However, it's not just about pitch, it's about rhythm. Speaking too fast can come across as nervous. Speaking too slowly may seem uncertain. Speaking with controlled pacing creates intrigue and dominance. Think of a scene where a man seduces a woman. He doesn't rush or blurt things out. Instead, he speaks with purpose, making every word count. And the real secret? It's not just about what he says, but when he remains silent. A well-placed pause builds anticipation, and that anticipation fuels attraction. The hidden effect of jealousy. Desire isn't just about attraction, it's about competition. A woman may like a man, but when she sees others interested in him, her attraction often intensifies. Women are naturally drawn to high-value men, and high-value men are in demand. This is why celebrities, athletes, and influential figures rarely struggle with attraction. They carry social proof that makes them irresistible. A man who focuses entirely on one woman may believe he's being loyal, but he appears to have no other options. It can unintentionally signal a lack of value. However, when a man is subtly admired by others, it sparks curiosity and desire. This isn't about manipulation, it's about psychology. If a woman feels like she's the only one being pursued, she assumes control. But the moment she senses she could lose him to someone else, she begins to chase him. Women don't just want a great man, they want a man other women want. When a man demonstrates quiet confidence and social value, he naturally holds the upper hand. The sweet spot attention. Many men rush into relationships, confessing feelings too soon or pushing for commitment before attraction fully develops. But nothing diminishes desire faster than removing mystery. Attraction thrives on anticipation. The build-up, the waiting, the tension. What makes a great movie thrilling? The slow reveal, the uncertainty, the unanswered questions. The same principle applies to attraction. A woman needs time to wonder, to question, to feel a bit of doubt. The moment all uncertainty disappears, interest can fade. This is why men who flirt, tease, and hold back just enough create an irresistible chase. When a woman feels like she's earning attention rather than having it handed to her, she becomes more invested. A man who paces a relationship, whether in conversation, physical connection, or emotional availability, activates a deep psychological craving. And that craving keeps her coming back. The authority effect. Women may say they want an equal in relationships, but deep down, their biology craves a leader. Not a dictator, not a control freak, but a man who makes decisions with confidence. Attraction isn't just emotional, it's primal. And nothing taps into that primal instinct faster than a man who takes charge. This is why women fantasize about dominant men. It's why they test men with small challenges to see if they can handle pressure. And it's why the moment a man starts seeking her approval, her attraction begins to fade. A strong man doesn't ask, "What do you want to do?" Every 5 minutes. He says, "Let's do this." He's decisive, certain, and acts without hesitation. Women instinctively respond to that. On the other hand, men who hesitate, who constantly seek validation, who let women dictate every decision, they might seem nice, but they don't trigger deep attraction. The moment a woman senses uncertainty, she starts pulling away. But the man who leads with confidence, she trusts him, she respects him, and ultimately, she wants him. The emotional drug. A woman might say she wants a stable, drama-free relationship, but the truth is, if a man doesn't make her feel something intense, she won't stick around. Women don't fall for men because they logically decide to. They fall because those men make them feel a rush of emotions. Excitement, jealousy, surprise, uncertainty. It's the ups and downs that create addiction. Just like people get hooked on roller coasters, gambling, or thrill-seeking. Women get hooked on men who give an emotional high. A predictable, boring guy, she might appreciate him, but she won't feel drawn to him. The man who teases her 1 minute and pulls away the next, the one who challenges her, surprises her, and keeps her guessing, that's the man she can't get enough of. A woman's heart follows where her emotions lead, and the man who understands how to keep her emotionally engaged will always have her attention. The submissive trigger. Despite modern independence, most women still crave a man who makes them feel protected. They don't just want to be with a man. They want to feel like they belong to him. This isn't about control or possession. It's about a deep psychological need for dominance and security. Women love to feel feminine, but they can only fully embrace that side of themselves when they're with a man masculine enough to handle it. When a man exudes power through his body language, tone, and mindset, a woman feels safe surrendering to him. And in that surrender, she finds her deepest attraction. A weak man can't trigger this. If he seems nervous, unsure, or apologetic, she won't fall into her feminine nature. But the man who knows his worth, sets boundaries, and confidently leads, she melts. And the best part? She won't even understand why. She'll just feel it. Now that you know what most men don't, it's up to you to use this knowledge. Be the man who stands out, the man who gets inside her head. For more insights like this, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Mindset Mastery. Stay sharp, stay ahead,